Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. I'm here with, there's about 14, 15. Yeah, I thought we went up to 15 people with me trading on Zoom. Some of the $1 Million Margin Club is here again with me this morning, but we are trading a maximum of 600 shares this morning of Apple. Make sure you read this disclaimer. And the reason why there's news on Apple big time. I actually took a pre-market trade already on Apple. So anyway, we expect Apple to go down based on the news from China. So we kind of threw the criterion that we checked to trade the open strategy out the window. As far as how you see how we do that we follow an actual criterion to rate the stock. But this is, we were looking at a couple others this morning. Even Square possibly, and some of the smaller, small caps as well. But we ended up over here because we all in a conversation agree that we think that people are going to panic and sell off Apple. And Apple, it's a great stock to trade because it usually doesn't, if it's not going to be sold off, it's probably just going to consolidate. So you can't get too far out of position trading Apple. So if you've made the PDT rule, you have $25,000 margin 4 times. You can't quite do 600, but everybody had more than that in their accounts, so they can do a little bit higher. So we bumped it up to 600 shares max that we'll be trading the open strategy with. So this is the perfect 1-minute layout. And I did mark things out for Apple. Besides having the ATR marked up and 2 Fibonacci, so I have a Fibonacci marked up high and low on a 10-day, and then there's one on a 2-day, which I'll open up in a minute, high and low, to give us support and resistance levels, as well as marking a whole bunch of 4-hour levels with even outside of, this is the ATR level here, even outside the ATR level, because if it goes down, which it looks like, then we're looking for where it might stop from previous days back. So, Apple's going to be a good stock no matter what, right? So it probably won't go down anywhere near this far, but we might get $3 or $4 out of it, which could be a couple $1,000 for people. So we're going to take a look at that, and then there'll be a retracement in there that hopefully we can catch, So that's kind of the idea. So that's what you see when you see all these lines, but when we get in close on the 1 minute and 5 minute, they're really not in your way. So we've created channels here. So I don't know how, Fibonacci has a lot. Oh yeah, so let me open up the Fibonacci on the 2-day. So this is our 2-day Fibonacci high and low. There was nothing back here. So you always go to the high low within those 2 days. We had a big gap already on that news going down. So we're expecting that to continue when the market opens. So as far as the criteria went on the stock, this would have been a 10 anyway. Because of the news and everything. So it's rating 9 or 10. So this is a stock that should be traded this morning. And that's why, since we can afford it, we went ahead and went in. And 600 is plenty of shares. We were looking at some of the others to go 1,500 shares. But they probably won't make $2 and $3 moves like this will make. So this will end up being... I was actually up here at 1.400 and I took a few trades. But at any rate... So the market's going to open. And how we do the open, we have about 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. Yeah, 4 minutes. So how we're going to do the open is, how that works is you have to break the pre-market low or you have to break the pre-market high to go in. That is the open strategy. That's how it works. Now, typically, we'll be doing the Fibonacci's and the 4 hours and even the 1 hour pivots on the RV strategy. But if this is going to trend down below the ATR, which is highly likely, we really are moving into what we call the escalator strategy, which is a trending down strategy. So the escalator strategy goes back, sometimes as far as 20 years to market support and pivot lines, because once it breaks out of a range, the average true range of 14-day average is what that average true range is set at. Once it breaks out of that, it could be making a much bigger move, and then often it'll retrace right back to the ATR. So watch some of those videos that on the playlist that are marked escalator strategy. I think there's a few up there. We've been mainly focusing on the RV strategy, but the escalator strategy, when it's around, which really today it should be, I think everybody thinks it's going to break this. It's going to go down more than $1 or 75 cents. We hope. That's why we're on it. We hope we get it $2 or $3 at least. So, so anyway, that's what we're going to shoot for. And that's why we're not doing one of the more volatile stocks, although this is going to probably trade very, very heavy. So we have about a minute and a half left before the market opens. I'm going to be calling the ball, although everybody here knows what they're doing, and they don't need me to do that. So this is the scalping indicator, which it's not really going to come into play until we start to get some retracements. If it starts to shoot straight down, we don't have to worry about that too much. At the open, it's not very reliable anyway. It's just too skewed. Everything's skewed at the open. So now it's tempting to just get right into it, but we have found to using the open strategy, wait for this. So I marked the pre-market low, and I marked, just in case people are going, we love Apple no matter what happens, I have the pre-market high. And we don't really have a pivot lines higher because it hasn't been this high in for like a long time. So maybe like forever. I can't remember. I know it got into, did it get over 200 at one point? I don't know, maybe. But anyway, there's no pivot lines close to this. So we've got about 30 seconds, a little over 30 seconds. Okay, guys, here we go. We'll be watching the level 2s. You can see multiples by these by 100. You can see a lot of people are lined up, 2,000 shares, 700 shares. So this is going to start flying by. And we're not really competing. It's not fair that I took a trade ahead of time. We're just trading together. I have the scalping indicator over here too, because I really want to see the candles. You can see the candles are higher already. So here we go. Market opened. No, it didn't open yet. That was just a jump. There it goes. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is it even going to keep up with it? Yeah, usually on Apple it can reconcile, but you can see that went from 9,000 to 479,000 already on this volume. So it's good to have this up here too. So it's possible that it comes up here and breaks that pre-market high, but you can see it had such a drop in the pre-market that's highly unlikely that it will get up that high. But look how close it is to the ATR and the pre-market low. So signs are that it would probably go down this way. So, it's shaking out all the orders right now, and it hasn't made a move yet. So we might have to wait a few minutes here. We're kind of pretty excited about it because it's like a no-brainer, quite frankly, to trade this morning. I'm sure a lot of people are trading this morning. When you get a stock that you love to trade anyway, because it's pretty consistently you can make money on it. And then you have news like this, it's exciting because now you have a large cap that's pretty consistent and safe, and you have a huge catalyst that could make it move like Tesla. It could just like go crazy. So that's exciting, and that's what we're waiting to see, if it's going to break this pre-market low. Right now, nothing's happening with it, so it's kind of just dead in the water here by the VWAP. So hopefully we didn't pick it wrong. Hope it's not going to let us down and be boring. If it is, we're just going to switch. We were starting to mark out a couple other stocks, and then we all decided, why not just do this? So typically Apple's pretty boring. It doesn't really have, I think it had an average true range. It was under $4. It was $3.80 or something. Wow, it's actually going up. Not thinking this was going to happen. People are thinking maybe it's done its move down. Maybe it will go up. Just, I don't know. You got, okay. A couple of you guys went in long. All right. Well, you might be right. I'm not sure. I'm going to hang out a little longer here. It's really only moved. You can get a quick scalp out of that, though, for sure, even if it turned around, which it just did. You better get out soon. You are bold. You are holding. Well, now you're red, so be careful. But there it goes back. So Hopefully you got out on that swing. Yep, you did. Good for you. Here we go. There's a move. Okay. So don't forget, press the sell button if it breaks the pre-market low, not the buy button or your hot. Everybody's trading with hotkeys up here. Again, Apple, not necessarily a hotkey stock, but I'm looking at this, guys, because I'm thinking like I wish, part of me wants to go in here, but I'm sticking to the rules because it just might retrace a whole bunch of times here before it really, okay, it is getting very close to the pre-market low. So that's right around 188 even. So we're right there. Anywhere near there, I'm probably going to get in right near it. But now it's bouncing back, so I'm probably going to go in above it, guys, if it keeps doing this weird game. There it is. I got in. Okay. So I got in at it. It didn't show it here, but it definitely dropped to 180. I got it at 187.96. Sometimes when you have this much volume this fast, it's hard to reconcile with the histograms. Look at the sellers at the top of that on the scalpers indicator. Looking at them going up here. Look at this. So this is the move, although it's showing that I'm losing money, but boom. There we go. Now remember, I did have 130, so just look at the open. Okay, now this could possibly turn it around, this Fibonacci, so we got to watch. Or not. Yeah, so it's going down. Yeah, look at it from the open here. This is kind of what we thought. So we're going to get at least $1, maybe $2, we would think. So we'll take our profits when we can with 600 shares. Everybody's short. Everybody's short. Yep. Okay. Yesterday we did pretty good. A couple people, it was 2 people that went over 1,000 yesterday, which was nice. And then there was 3 people that were over 800, me one of them. And everybody was over 500, so that was good. So today we're definitely hoping to break that 1,000. People are coming over saying they're bringing us good luck, so let's see what happens. Little battle here on the scalpers indicator, but the sellers are winning out. See them go. They're beating them down. Now, if we were trading more than 600, this would be a time to start adding to your position as it goes down. Or you could take some profit off. I mean, people do it different ways. This is this trade open right here. So it's not tremendous or anything, but it's doing all right. Of course, I like it when we're trading 2,000 and 3,000 shares because then this number's bigger, a lot faster. But I feel everybody feels very, very safe with this stock that we're not going to get caught in a big red as long as we manage our levels. Okay, so this is a little risky. Is it going to break through that Fibonacci? If it breaks through the ATR low, that's when you'd want to get back out. You'd want to cover. If it breaks through that ATR low, I would get out, and that means it's already retracing. I mean, it might not have a big move. Definitely not going to go red on this trade, though. I'll tell you that. Looking to see if it breaks the ATR low or if it continues to drift down, stair step down. Why is my grid not working? Oh, I don't have my grid on again. Oh, annoying. I don't really need it for this. Okay. Did that work? No, it didn't. Did I not bring it on? All right, somebody's going to shout out if I'm... No, it's on there. Got it twice now. Oh, what a mess. There we go. It just wasn't, for some reason, it just wasn't kicking in. So it's telling me when if I count those across, I don't have to watch the clock. It's telling me when the 5 minutes going to close, and then that's going to tell me which way those people that only trade 5 minutes are going to trade. So if we start going up and down here, that will be very, very helpful. Right now, it's just pretty much going down. It did a little consolidation here. It might be creating a channel here and then, you know, possibly going back up through the ATR. So we have the beginning of an escalator strategy. So now how escalator strategy usually works is it goes down a bit, then comes back and retests, and then often, if it doesn't break through, often just really drops at that point. This is all just often, you know, nothing's for sure all the time, guys, but it's fun to trade in a group, and everybody, we talk ahead of time, and then we talk after to see how we could have improved, who did what. We point the finger at people. Yeah, so it seems to be staying in that Fibonacci and 4-hour channel. Came down here and it lost its way trying to break through. And usually when that's 3 times it didn't break down, you know, through this channel. So that tells me that it's going to be trading up here. So I definitely want to be careful here. You guys doing? Everybody's staying short. It's a nice trade already, but I want to keep it. Might be harder to make the money than we think on this one. I mean, Apple doesn't usually move dollars, you know, that quickly throughout the day. It might. So we're not going to have a lot of opportunity to try to make $1,000 here, which is the goal. Most of us only trade about a half hour, sometimes longer. If there's something really going on, we will stay seated. We will keep trading. But today I have the opportunity to do that. But sometimes I do have to go to work and work on my businesses. So, wow. Okay, so it broke through that channel now. Now we're heading to this Fibonacci level. So really, this is the end of that 2-day. So what's going to happen here? This is going to be really interesting. Is it going to turn around? I mean, I'm going to get out quick if it turns around. Nope, it broke through it. It broke through it. Often it'll break through it on the next candle. Yeah, see, look at that. I lost like $100 just with that. So it tapped, hit a new low, and then used it as support. Wow, is that really going to happen? If it goes up in that channel, I'm just going to, wow, I should have just got out down there. So the patience of holding, I'm nice and green. We're expecting it to continue to go down. This is people fighting it. So now, if this breaks through up here, I definitely should buy out, cover the position. There it goes. 300 to 2. Oh, man, it happens so fast. See, what happens is then you tend to want to hold it. You guys all know what I'm talking about. This is trading exactly like it should have, and I just wanted it to go down. So I didn't get out from, well, there it goes. So it saved me. So it's continuing to go down. So let's see if it makes it down here again. Now, if it bounces off that again, I'm not going to write it up. That I'll tell you. I'm not going to write it up twice. Yeah, I liked it when it was 400 and something. Did any of you happen to catch that scalp? Oh, a couple of you did. You see, there's somebody that's already 500. So the only way you could have done that is if you got a scalp there. All right, this time it went through. So now if it starts to break back through, so that was a floor. We call that on a channel of a Fibonacci. Now it's a ceiling. If it breaks through the ceiling, we don't want to sit there and ride it up. And it did. So I went ahead and sold there for 500. Well, I already had some money. So now I'm watching it at $87 was its low. So I'm looking for that to break down below $87 even. I don't want to, I didn't want to lose what I banked it too. That was the thing. So I'm watching the level 2. I'm going to go ahead and sell there. And now I'm not worried about it dropping a couple $100 off the way it just did. So it's just a strategy. People do different things. When it gets up to that kind of money, I like to bank it. It is continuing to go down, though. Kind of what we thought. So how many dollars is that? It's still only just $1.50. So we were thinking $2 to $3. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're only about 12, 13 minutes into the market now from open. So, oh yeah, you can see. You guys can see down here if you can't see the clock. Wow. See, that's not good. So now it seems like it's going to come back and so it retested the Fibonacci level. Kind of wish I would have sold up here to short it instead of where I have the position I have. But I was waiting for it to get back down to the 87 even, and it actually did make a newer low. Wow, that's not good. It's continuing to go up there and test this. So if it starts to break up in here, I'm going to want to get out. This could be the end. So like sometimes it just reaches a level of consolidation, and then you have to wait for it to go one way or another. It's in the middle of a big wide channel. I don't have anything else marked here. These are just 4 hours in Fibonacci's. There could be some areas here worthy of marking out. I mean, right here you have a kind of a bunch of taps, but I don't know if that's worth. I mean, it's not really something. There it goes. Okay. Now I'm green again. So now we're looking at down here. I'm going to cover here. I'm covering. I didn't reverse, but I got some more money as it seems to be not heading where I wanted it to go. I'm going to buy there and try to scalp a little tiny bit. I'm going to try to get that. I got it. Okay, I'm just trying to scalp right here. I'm not, you guys doing there. I'm out of position. I'm not trading anything right now. This could be the end of its downward move. It's looking pretty soft here. Looking to sell again. If it goes up high enough, up by that Fibonacci level, 187.21, I'll probably try to short it. If it gets up that high, doesn't look like it's going to get up that high. So it is still stepping down, and I don't want to miss it. You know, I don't want to miss the move. I just don't know where. Yeah, so now it seems like it's going to go down. So I've kind of missed my position to enter. Oh, wait a minute more. Is it going to make a new low? Some people have just never left position. I wanted to get it up, and I want to get it up in here before I short again. So let's see if it recovers. This line doesn't really hold much weight. I just tried to get something there, although it does seem to be respecting it. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so there you go. All right, I'll take that. I got it at 187.13. That would have been good to go a little. Well, look at it already, $42. So I might just try to scalp a little bit out of here and then play that game again in a second. Maybe if this heads down to 100, gets me about another 100. I'm looking at the price and the level 2 right now more than the histogram's kind of having trouble reconciling exactly. So I'm looking at the money. See if I can break 800 here real quick and then reassess. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So shorting here. Yeah, there it goes. I'm going to take that 801. So I'm out of position. I'm not doing the reverses on this. So wow. So here it comes down again. So is it going to keep playing this game? I'll buy and get ready to get out quickly. Yep, that one could have been the mistake. Now it looks like it's trying to make its move. No. So it made a new low, but boy, is it ever doing it slow, guys. It's just like regular scalping. It's it's not moving one clear direction. So I'm just looking at money here now to try to get little scalps in here. That's what I often do when it's only moving 5 cents, 10 cents, 15 cents. I look at the money more than the price action and just say like, hey, just take another 20 bucks, take another 50 bucks, whatever it is. Knowing at 88 cents, I can look over here to see what I'm at as well. You know, price action. A lot of people only read the charts. I learned reading level 2. So I'll read my price action there because I can also see who's waiting in the queue, which way it's being pushed. It's hard to push Apple one way or another. Lots of hidden buyers and sellers. Much, probably, you know, 60% of what's going on here you can't even see on a stock like this. And this is talk about higher than $25 billion market cap like the RV strategy trades. This is way higher. So one of the is it the largest? I think it might be the largest market cap. It's right there anyway. So I'll look here too, but again, on this kind of action, this scalping indicator, which is a great momentum tool, isn't helping me a real lot because of the way this is moving. Its volume is not ridiculous here. I mean, it's got some high volume, but so you look at this percentage is what you do, and you see. Usually, I like to see if it climbs. Like, well, here it's doing it like once, twice, 3 times. You know, as it starts to climb up, and you see the percentage go 10% more, 10% more. Then I'll jump in on that ride, and then just make sure I manage it closely to get out. You know. Now I'm looking for this to break 187 and maybe a little higher, and then I'll get out. I might even reverse, actually. Yeah, I think I'll reverse if it gets up there. There it is. Give me another tick. Another tick up, couple. I say tick, I mean like 10 cents. Can you get up a little higher for me? Is that going to be it? I'm not going to reverse on that. I'll just sell. I'm just going to sell. Because it looks like it's still going to go up, but I wanted to bank it. It wasn't a real lot, but I banked it. Everybody's taking little scalps too. I see that. We may be done with the big move. Well, we're doing okay. I mean, I got 800. It's going to be hard to get to 1,000 if this is the action we have, but let's keep a close eye on it because it could just retrace all the way back up and we get our money on a long, you know. I mean, it is hard to bring Apple down. It seems, no matter what the news is, certainly like this, like an open trading strategy, because it happens most of you know, kind of happens over the day. It's not going to move more than $1 or $2 within an hour or two. You know, usually it's just too much. You're trying to move something, a behemoth. You know, it's just impossible, no matter how many people are trading, to really move it. But you know, the market opens at, I mean, people get up or opens at different time, you know, across the world. And, you know, every half hour that goes by, there's all these different players in the mix, you know. So you got to keep an eye on that, how that might affect the stock. So you look at it in the 5-minute, it's kind of in between this channel right here. You can see it here. Wow, it's still going up. Yeah, look at that. And I got out right at 1.8. So I lost a 30-cent trade here. So I'm getting ready to short it here. It's stopping at the 20. I'm going to actually short right there, guys. Now, that didn't tell me to short. This didn't tell me to short. What I'm thinking is that it's not done going down. And this is a small retracement, but I could be wrong. When you guys say, why did you take that trade? I have a big cushion. I can take a chance, and I don't want to miss the drop down. So like over here, getting this high of a position short would have been amazing. Well, I'm going to grab that. And you would have been thinking you're really good because it's going to go down here. Right now, you're thinking, oh, it still could really go up. But you got a 4-hour ceiling here to break through. You just had to break through the 20 moving average. And generally, people are thinking it's going to go down today. So you'd like to think they're going to short. So if I see this get up to like $100, it breaks through the ceiling, it's going to be in this sort of micro channel. If I see it break into here, I'll get out and keep most of my money. You know, I'm not crazy. Now it's going to have to break through this. Now it becomes this is a support, the bottom of the Fibonacci again on the 2-day. So it did kind of hit it and it sprung back up. I remember I was talking yesterday, the way you got to look at this is every time it moves through one of these ceilings or floors, it's like it's been shackled, like something is stopping it from doing its current movement. So, that's the way I look at it. That seems to work on the RV strategy, that everything makes it harder and harder. No, it's not alive, and it's not really being shackled. I can't believe somebody actually emailed me about that. But anyway, no offense to that person, but I think it was tongue-in-cheek. I was hoping. But anyway, yeah, so you got to look at ways that, because all these, the Fibonacci, that has its own strategy involved about why things turn around. With the golden rule. But these 4 hours that are marked, the stock has pivoted and turned around. So it's likely that will happen again. So, okay, let's keep an eye on this and see if this is just a mini move. What the heck was that? That's another shadow spike. That's nothing. My thing is set really sensitive here. So I broke 1,000. So it's very tempting to just cover this right now. But I'm waiting to see. That's that weird price level I drew. And it broke through it. So now, if it starts to trace back up, I'm going to get out and keep my money. Like right there. I'm going to keep it over 1,000. And then look to see if I'm going long or short again. So I wanted to bank that. It was higher, as you know, just a second ago. If it breaks below 187, I'm going to short. Yeah, I'm going to get short again. Now, I know I could have had a better position up here, but I'm going back with that it's going to short all day kind of thing, feeling again. So I don't want to miss being in the position. I don't want to miss going the right way with it. It might just be slowly, doing that through the day. And then in the short period of time we trade, it's very hard to capture anything, so you have to kind of force these little trades if you're not going to trade all day. Now, you could leave it running. You could put a trailing stop. People ask me about, how do I figure my risk management? In the RV strategy, it's very clear. The risk management is the channel size. You figure the channel size, right? So if, say, this is a 43 cents down to, so this is a 22-cent channel, right? So then you would see if you had 100 shares, then if it moved the whole channel, that would be $22 that you could lose. So if your max loss is $20, I'm just at 100 shares, then you'd have to have less than 100 shares that you traded. So you always try to get into the channel when it's going the other, when it hits to go the other way. You often will end up in the middle position, so you're not having to worry about traversing an entire channel. But you want to make sure that if it's breaking through a ceiling, like say it's going up, I'm watching this. If it's going up, when, and you're going, this is great, I'm holding, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. You really would want to sell when it breaks back through now the floor. If it broke back through the floor, just get out. Take your profit before it's halfway down the channel again, and then watch it again. Is it going to break through the ceiling again? Okay, it broke through, now get in. Now you're in the middle of this channel going the right way. If it fades before it gets to the top, and you're watching the volume and it's fading, this is a great trade, guys. Hang on, I'm going to get back to this, guys. Just give me a second here. I don't want to miss this if it bounces. So we got a new low. A new low here. Is it going to break through that fib? Not going to lose this trade. I'm going to keep this profit here. What's happening? What are you doing with me? I'm going to take that. I'm taking that. I didn't like the look of that. So we kept some of that. Look at that. That sprang right up to for you guys doing. If it breaks through that line, I'm going to get right back. And some of you just holding short the whole time. I see you. Good for you. Okay, I'm going to take that. Obviously, I could have had a better position. I did take a little scalp in there. And now what is happening? Okay, so we have a new situation. So let's just take this trade as an example, right? So it broke through the floor. In any RV strategy, this is a legit channel. You got two different fibs making a channel here. So this is very legit. So you're looking for it to break back through. So if I had held that trade short and I was down here and I'm going, hey, I wonder when should I get out? I would have got out right here, right when it broke back through the floor. It's like it's got momentum going up now. I'm not going to wait for it to get up here before I get out. I'm going to get out right away. Now I'm looking to get back in if this turns around or if it breaks through this resistance. Well, this one is actually mine. God, that got respected a whole bunch, huh? Weird. There's something at that level that I didn't mark. It might be a 1 hour level. I'm not sure. It could be a 15-minute level where the stock pivoted a bunch. But now I'm looking for this to lose its way because it doesn't look like it has the volume. I mean, it's going up here, but see, it just did a reverse. So I'm looking for this to, I'm already in a short. What am I thinking? Yeah, okay. Oops, I got caught telling you guys. I said, I'm thinking about shorting up here. So, oops. Yeah, I lose track. But yeah, I was describing what to do here. So now my consolidate on this, right? It could go just stay right here for the rest of the day. And then, the rest of another hour and just shoot by here. I don't know. Or it could just start, fading it down again. So right now, it's definitely got a downward move, so that's the way I want to get stuck in a position. I want to get stuck when I'm short, hoping that I can recover rather than I'm long, and I'm like, well, I'm just going to hold it. I'm just going to hold it. It's going to turn around. I'm not betting on it to turn around. I'm betting on it to keep going down. So that's the position I would want to take a chance on, if you know what I mean. But that's how channel trading works. If you have legit channels. And that's really all you should mark. You don't know if they're all going to work, but the way that the professional traders are trading it now, and hopefully this is helpful to you guys. I know it's all going to be in the book, like really specifically described, but you're looking at ceilings and floors, and after they break through, you hold until it breaks back through. Now, you might be lucky enough to get out at the highest point if you're that lucky. But technically, since it might bounce, you really should wait for it to break through the floor, then get out, and then look for the very next move, short it if it keeps going down. Wow, look at that. Wow. Holy crap. Where's that going to? Down to the other fib. So that's good, guys. I'm going to hold that still. There's a big cushion. I'm going to hold that. I don't need to tell you guys, right? So everybody broke 1,000. All right, so that's good. I'm sitting here talking. Some of you, somebody already up there over 1,800. Again, I don't want to lose this profit and let it retrace all the way back up, so I'm getting ready to get out. We'll see. $86 will get me out. If it goes back to 186, I will get out. I'm waiting to see if it's going to break that dollar amount going the wrong way. But it seems like it is very close. Yeah, I'm going to get out there and then look to short as it drops back down below. Yep, right there. What did I get it at? 84. But I banked the money. Okay. So maybe holding it was fine. Let's see. But just in case it went, I wanted to have it. So, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? When you're scalping, go ahead and take the profit with you can. Now, a lot of people, and we don't really do it here because we're a teaching channel. We're not trying to, we're not taking some out and adding some in and that's a really good way. It's a more of advanced way to trade than most of the people watching this. If you know how to do that, I do that on Lightspeed, obviously, because you can do partial orders on the hotkeys. You can't, Thinkorswim isn't really designed to do. Wow. Okay. So, here we go. How low is this thing going to go, guys? It is actually making a plummet here. So is it going to, I'm going to buy it back if it bounces off that. So 185.50, is it going to drop? It drop below it. All right, I'm going to just take that 1,700. I got some slippage there, which kind of sucked. But and then looking if it drops below the 50 cents and keeps going, I'll get back in a short. I banked it. So you guys know I'm out of position right now. And it looks like it might be trying to go long off of this fib. So it might be going up. So let's keep a close eye here. I'm going to need to see it break Yeah, 186. Right, this is all the way up to 186. So, yeah, so it just broke through the 50. I'm going to get back in. What did I get it at? 42. So obviously I could have bet a better position, but I banked it and I kept my risk lower. So now we're looking for it to come down to this channel if it really goes that low. Time, I know I'm way over time. Yeah, okay. I have to cut this short just because the videos get too long. Nobody likes the long videos too. But I can trade a little bit longer this morning, guys. So I'm holding a short position. Wow, it'd be nice if I can break 2K. And you are right there to break 2K. So you're about to break 2K. So there we go. We're in space again. Wow. So this is why I kept marking down. So there's another fib level that's very highly respected down here at 184.50. So that's another one, but it just, God, so it's gone down like over $3 now, right? Yeah. So yeah, so it's making a pretty bigger move than we thought, and still going. Yeah, that was some devastating news there about the China blocking the, their officials from using the apps and stuff. I mean, I don't know exactly, but you knew it was going to hurt the sales for the phone, for the iPhone. I think I got that story right. Holy crap, it's still going. Good trade, guys. Good trade. So is it going to break 185? Let's see if it breaks 185. There it goes. Wow, it really broke it. Look at it go. Wow, I broke 2,000. I'm going to buy out there, guys, just to bank that. That was a big plummet. This didn't reconcile. It froze. You see that thing plummet? That was drastic. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, now it's catching 2 ups up. Yeah, I was definitely watching the level 2 more than the. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, right now it's like I guess I can get back in it short. Just trying to see if it's gonna keep going off my mic. I got a smaller mouse so I could write on the desk with my logbook better, and now I keep slipping off my mouse. But I'm out of time, so I might take one more short here. Whoa, I missed that whole move. Look at that, huh? Or is it just catching up? Oh, this is just catching up. Guys, look at the, wow. So that's not good. That's another reason I should stop. Look at that scalping indicator go. Look at that. Well, I capitalized on that move by watching my level 2 and my money. Sometimes the histogram just can't do its thing. That's one of the things about Thinkorswim. But everybody's doing good. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it. My thought would be continue short here. That's what my trade would be, especially if it breaks through this level down here like it already did. So if it comes back down, it's going up now. But that's how I would trade it, guys. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Go on. You can get the scalping indicator for free. Just type in scalping indicator. There's a way to get it for TradingView and a way to get it. It's everything here is Thinkorswim. And we appreciate your support watching, and I hope you had a good time. Be careful out there. Read the disclaimer. Remember to get professional advice. Don't just try to do this. Trade in a sim till you're green for many months. And then this is one of the strategies. We're teaching 3 different strategies right now. This is called the open strategy, but it ended up becoming just a trend down like an escalator strategy, or it's just its own animal, Apple with bad news. It was more like what I would call this, but we all made already more than we thought. This went down lower than we thought. That's a big move down. I wonder if it's just going to go down all day. You wouldn't expect this behemoth to do that, but it's a lot of money that just moved this, guys. I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars just moved this. So All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you out there soon.